Hello. Good evening. It's late. I've been on calls all day and I was wanting to go live a little bit earlier, but just been super busy with fun and amazing stuff. But there is something on my heart. So even if you don't catch me live, I trust that you'll catch the replay if this is meant for you. I had an experience recently where I was faced with the choice to forgive, as I've done with the same person many times before, or to come to an impasse and decide, you know what, I'm done forgiving. I'm just gonna let this relationship, fall by the wayside. And this is a relationship with a family member, so it's like super important to me, and I want it to be healthy and I want it to be, enjoyable for both people. So it's not that easy to just toss it away, right? And with the holidays coming up, I know a lot of people, there's more interaction with your family, and that tends to be, for most of us, the place where we feel the most, friction sometimes and misunderstandings and things like that. And I just would hate for us to go into the holiday season with an attitude that things are never going to change and I can't forgive this person, or I'm not going to forgive this person, or I'm tired of forgiving this person, right? And I want this video to be a conversation around that, because people in our lives matter to us, and it's okay that we don't always understand each other. What I know to be true about the majority of humans, even those that are hurting, even those that are having a hard time forgiving, we actually crave close, connected, harmonious relationships. And you will always hear me talk about how the importance of honoring that and developing that within yourself is key to even getting to the next step, right? And so circling back, here I am in a situation where I find myself feeling like I've went backwards, feeling like I'm just done. And it's not even so much as their toxic behavior, because look, let's just get that out of the way. It should not need to be said, but here we are anyway, where every single person is not toxic. Like, just because people don't do things the way that you would do them and the way that you would like for them to do them, or want them to do them, or think that they should do them, doesn't mean they're toxic. And I think that that's one of the first steps that we got to get to. If we're going to forgive and we're going to have relationship with people in our lives, we either need to decide and make a choice. We're going to forgive people. And let's be real, a lot of the times what we're forgiving people for is not being like us, not behaving the way we would behave, not saying the things that we expect them to say or that we would say. Now, caveat again, disclaimer, I'm not talking about actual abuse. That's a given. I'm talking about just not having really close connections with people, or not feeling like they get you or they understand you. So everything that they say that's against what you believe, maybe not even necessarily directly to you, about you, but just in a general state, if that can't be okay, we got to really check where our love and light is, where our frequency of love and acceptance is, because the truth is, everybody is not going to take the enlightened path. Everybody's not on the path to personal development. Everybody's not taking, courses and going to conferences and watching webinars to learn how to be emotionally accountable for their own self and to take responsibility for how they're feeling and not making somebody else responsible for that. Everybody isn't doing this. Everybody isn't unpacking all of the shit that they've been through in order to have a look at self and reflect. Everybody isn't doing that. And everybody isn't going to do that. And so there gets to be a choice, because everything is a choice. You don't have to be around people like that no matter how related you are. You don't have to. You could choose to say, you know what? If people in my life who are going to be in my life, they're going to be all about personal development and they're going to be just like me. And if they're not, bump you, hit the road, Jack. You can do that. You're still loved. You're still a beautiful human. You're still going to have a great life. So there's that. And also, if you desire, if you know that you have a genuine desire to have close relationships with people in your life, usually family. In this video, we're focusing on family. If you desire that, you get to learn how to forgive people for not being on your journey. You get to learn how to forgive people for not even wanting to be on your journey or understand your journey. And so, are we going to be love or not? Because we get to choose. We get to choose. And we get to choose to be love to people who aren't like us, who are never going to see us in all of our glory and all of the way that we want them to. But what is authentic for you? And if what's authentic for you is that you genuinely desire to have close connected relationship with these people, and close can be relative. It doesn't necessarily have to be the picture perfect relationship that you thought it was going to be, but it can be close in the sense that I honor you where you're at, and I honor me where I'm at. And I believe that that can coexist, that you can be where you are and I can be where I am, and I can love you. What is your ability to see somebody live a life completely different than yours, behave in ways that you wouldn't want to behave in or think of behaving in, and still hold love in your heart for them and hold love in your actions with them? I went out with this person tonight, and, we did a little bit of shopping, and I just felt, you know what, Jen, like you get to have the choice. You have the choice. Knowing this person, they're going to be who they are. They're not toxic. And we all have toxic ways. We can all be, little shits to deal with. We can all be that at certain times. Some of us less frequently than others. Some of us know how to pull ourselves out of that. Yes, but we're all human. Okay, so we all have the tendency to dip there sometimes, right? So every behavior isn't toxic, and this person isn't toxic. The relationship isn't toxic. There are things that I wish were different. There are things that I don't necessarily agree with or like. It's not what I would have signed up for. I would have wanted a different package, so to speak, like let me get package B because that has more of the things that I like, but package A is available, and it still gives me the closeness and the connection to you, which is what I want. So having the ability to love people and honor people where they are, that's your true test of how much you're loving. That's your true test of how godlike you are. When you can love somebody and not just, I love them in here, but stay over there. What if you're the one? What if your energy and you standing in your ultimate power, your God-given power of love and acceptance for self and others, what if you standing in that actually is a healing for that person? And you don't have to heal anybody. You can't heal anybody, but you can be a space for people to heal in. Feel that distinction. Not healing, but being a space where the healing can occur. And that's always going to be from the space of love, period. And so you can choose. You get to choose. You're a free agent. I'm going to forgive or I'm not. And just ask yourself, do I have the ability to love people right where they are without needing them to be different? And it's okay if the answer is no. We're all on a journey. But I would invite you to dig into that a little bit deeper, because humans, we are wired for connection. We are wired for it. We can be introverted all day long, but that doesn't mean that you want to be on an island with no people. Even if you say yes, after a little bit of time, you're going to be like, okay, this is no. We've all seen the movie about the volleyball, right? So we are wired for connection. And everybody isn't going to be high vibe and on your path and doing the same things. But these are people that matter to you. Deep down inside, you know they matter to you. And once you let your ego just kind of go to sleep for a little bit, and once you let your expectations of how people are supposed to show up go, and as long as you realize that everybody is where they are on their journey and it's perfect. You've been in some places where you wouldn't want that to be your highlight reel. You have said and done some things that you wouldn't want blasted, you know? When do we get to have enough courage? When are we going to have enough courage to extend that same grace and love and understanding to other people? I say now is as good a time as any, right? So I just want to encourage you, don't let this whole holiday season go by. Don't let your whole life, more importantly, go by where you're shutting people out, important people, people that matter to you, shutting them out of your life because they're not like you, or they don't get you, or they're not behaving the way that you would deem appropriate. Can you see the love that's available, even from places where you haven't had it before, or that you don't expect it? Like, if you can really open your energy up to that space of seeing and feeling love from where it previously felt unavailable, while at the same time holding the energy of acceptance and forgiveness for people, it's an amazing energy to be in. It makes you magnetic. There's healing that happens there. There's abundance that happens there. You get to choose. You get to choose what's best for you. And you get to love others as you do that. You get to let people be on their journey, and you get to be so secure in yourself. And you get to love yourself so much that it gets to be okay where they are on their journey. That's not going to shape you, because every time you judge them, every time you make them wrong, your vibration is getting jacked up. So it's not even having a good effect in your body. It's not having a good effect in your manifestations and what you're attracting. So how about we shift? How about we try that on and allow ourselves to fully be present, stand in the love that we are, be the light that we are, regardless of how others are showing up. We get to honor our personal power, and personal power is a choice. You get to choose it or not. I encourage you to choose it. Choose love. Choose forgiveness. Choose acceptance. and watch how this holiday season transforms. Watch how your life transforms when you embrace this. I'm sending you all so much love. I hope you have an amazing holiday season, and I'll see you. Love you.